Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is you're watching this. We're going to do a Flow 1.5 class. So if you have some light hand weights nearby, mine weren't clearly super nearby, we can incorporate these into the exercises. They are strictly optional, but just to give a little more intensity, since it's hard to tell what everybody's stamina is at home. We've all been doing different things during COVID, so just like to give those extra options for those who want it. If you're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally the opposite end of that spectrum. Look, you're like, yeah, I'm just making it to the mat. I'm cool with that too. We're going to give some beginner options. So we're going to cover all the bases today. We're going to be doing some roll downs. So a lot of things that incorporate the spine. So if you have any spinal conditions, I highly recommend that when you hear me say the word articulate, that you do not articulate, but rather you create a nice flat back from a hinge position. Okay, so I'll reiterate that, but just wanted to start out with that. And of course, always and forever, I highly recommend that you connect with your physician. If you have any concerns, you experience any pain or difficulties, always a sign to stop. So, with that being said, let's get started. We're going to lengthen our legs away from us, sitting nice and tall, straight line from the top of our head all the way to our tailbone. If you already experienced maybe some lower back tension this week, you can start with the bent knee, okay? Extend those arms away from you. Draw those shoulders down away from your ears. Pull your belly button into your spine. Tuck the pelvis and release. Tuck the pelvis and release. So again, if you have any spinal conditions, I just want you to hinge back to a nice flat back and come up. We're just warming up those abdominals. Take it down and release, and down and release. This time we're going to take it all the way down, slow and controlled. Fire off those quads, super strong legs here to help stabilize the upper body, and slowly lower down. Arms go overhead, draw that navel down to your spine, and then bring your knees closer to the glutes. We're going to go ahead and start out with some hundreds. Going to give you all your options here. Hundreds can be here with the chest lift, just pulsing those arms. Your hundreds can be here with your legs in tabletop. If you're looking for more intensity, your hundreds can be here with your legs at 90, or even all the way down at 45. If you've got the hand weights nearby, keep pumping those arms. You can start incorporating those light, super light hand weights. Okay? You're inhaling and exhaling. Now during the series, if you start to experience any neck pain or perhaps tension, you can always just rest your head down and just pulse your arms down here on the mat. So either way, find the best option for you, where you can hold it for a hot minute. We're still pulsing, we're inhaling, and with every exhale, we're drawing that navel deeper into your spine. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Keep those legs active, keep those shoulders melting down. Inhale and exhale, almost there. Inhale and exhale, draw it all in and catch your breath. All right, we're going to lengthen our legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Draw your heels together and your toes apart. We're going to create a nice little diamond shape. I'll turn side profile so you can see. Okay. So to start warming up those inner thighs, we're going to lift and lower the legs. So lower down to about your 45, and then back to your 90, whatever that is for you, based on your hamstring flexibility. Try not to let the belly, as you lower your legs away, it so desperately wants to pooch out. So try to keep it active, keep it connected, ribs down, and back up. If you're here and you feel like you'd like a little more intensity, a chest lift can be added, or hand weights. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths, keeping the oxygen going to the blood, exhaling on that exertion. I clearly need coffee this morning, can't find my words. We've got 3 more, 2, and 1. Draw it all the way in, draw your knees into your chest. Just rock it side to side here. I'm going straight in. place your hands back behind your head. Lengthen one leg all the way away and float the other leg into tabletop. We're going for crisscross. If you, again, having back pain, go ahead and bend that knee. It can still be just effective doing toe taps as you rotate side to side. Otherwise, we're going to lengthen out that leg and switch, and switch, switch. Make sure you get a nice good hold here before you switch to the other side. And switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And switch. We got 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Bring the knees in. Catch your breath. All right, going straight into a bridge position here. Again, it's really important. I'm gonna cue you for that C curve again. But if you've got those spinal conditions, please make sure you do a nice straight hinge all the way up with a nice flat back instead of the articulation. All right, shoulders down towards your heels. Melt the ribs down, belly button down, and then always and forever. Dig those heels into the floor, kind of float your toes back towards you. Make sure that your legs are parallel, that they're not super wide. We're not going for sumo bridge here. Parallel, please. And then I just want you to tuck the pelvis up and under. So right now, the glutes are barely hovering off the mat, right? You got that nice C curve or a nice flat back. So if you're doing the flat back position, it looks like this, just barely, not a full bridge just yet. And then lower all the way down. Again, belly's in, tuck it up and under. And lower down. Again, tuck it up and under, hold. Find that connection between your hamstring where it meets your glute, right? Hold it because that's what creates that lovely shelf. And lower down. We're going to take it all the way up this time. Take it all the way up. Hold. You can add a chest lift here if you'd like. I like just to keep my neck down. We're holding. Really concentrate on that lower half of that body. As things start to intensify and start to weaken, your knees are going to want to start to folding out to the side, but keep them drawn in towards each other. Keep them in parallel. So now we're going to do little tiny pulses here. Pulse at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Don't put it down. Run for typewriter. Lower one side and recenter. Lower the other side and center. Switch. So every time you lower down, the opposite gluteal really squeezes, right, to balance it out. And then it brings up the other one, and that one takes the squeeze, and the other one relaxes. We got 4 more. 3 more. 2. And 1. Hold it at the top. Extra squeeze here. Static hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I know you really want to just flop down, but take your time. Go super, super slow. 1 vertebra at a time. And then draw your knees into your chest. Rock it side to side. All right, go ahead and place your hands right on the back of those hamstrings. Take a little roll up. Go ahead and fold on over. Good little stretch. All right, we're going to become mermaids. We're going to do some mermaids here. So I'm going to show you a couple of options. You know I love my options. All right, so what we're going for is laying on the side body. You want to start with your feet kind of catty corner to your mat if you're on one, okay, but not directly out, not for this one anyway. You're going to extend the arm all the way up and over. And then I want you to draw the elbow to the knee. So this is the easiest version, right? If you got on here and you didn't know, this was a 1.5. For my 1.5ers, I want you to take the arm over, really lift out of the rib cage here, keeping the shoulder down away from the ear. And then I want you to reach for the toe. Okay? Enjoy the stretch. Fire off this inner oblique down here, and then reach for the toe. Reach and squeeze, reach for the toe. Reach and squeeze, and reach for the toe. So that was just your warm up. Now we're going to take it full throttle, okay? So, sorry, I had to roll that shoulder up for a second. So kind of walk your elbow just slightly away from the midline, right from your waist side, I mean. And now you're going to rock back on that hip and you're going to draw the hand towards your feet and then lower down. Reach, rotate the hip back, reach, stretch, rock back, reach, stretch, rock back, reach, stretch. So when you get here, really fire off all those abs. Try to hold it for a hot second before you lower the legs down and go for that stretch. We still have 4 more. Draw that belly in. 3, 2. Now if you're not reaching your toes, that's okay. 1. Now hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Come on up. We're going to stretch out the side. Lengthen all the way over. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So we're going to do 4 of the little warm-up ones first. Zip up that side oblique to start. Pull that shoulder down away from your ear. Catty corner those legs right to the front of your mat. Take it all the way over. And of course the beginner version is elbow to knee here. Okay, this is enough for you. That's awesome. It's a great place to start. Otherwise, we're taking it all the way over to the toe. Again, wherever you may reach. Elongate over. 2 more. This is just the warm up to that oblique. Now we're going full throttle, so slightly rock those hips back. If you try to do this with both your hips square forward, it's just not going to happen, okay? So make sure you slightly rock back, extend over, and then reach for the toe. Over and stretch. Draw that navel into the spine with every rep. Oops. Clearly this is not my good side. 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8, and hold. Keep that shoulder down away from the ear. We're holding. Keep drawing that belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Come all the way up and enjoy the stretch. All right. So come on down to all fours. To start, we're going to do a little cat-cow here real quick just to stretch it out. Legs are hip distance apart. Wrists are shoulder distance apart. You're going to round up, draw the belly up and in, bring the chin to your chest, and release. Again, round it up, and release. All right, so we're going to come on down to our elbows. Yes, we're going into a plank. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, again, very beginner options for your plank is down on your knees, right? Knees and elbows. This is your easiest version. And I want you to just hold here if planks are not your best friend. I don't really think they're anybody's best friend, but this is beginner option number 1, okay? Otherwise, you may elect one leg lengthened, one knee bent as your like middle ground getting from beginner to intermediate. But it is an intermediate class, so we're jumping right into it. Walk those feet out. Draw those shoulders down away from your ears. Think about pulling those lats down towards your hips. And I want you to rock on your toes and then lengthen out the heels. Rock on your toes, heels, toes, heels. 2 more. In that beginner pose, you're just holding that plank here and then lower all the way down. Catch your breath. That woke me up this morning. And then get a nice little stretch here. Just draw those elbows in towards your waist. Lift up. Your lift might just look like here. Okay? Always honor your body. Try not to copy the lady on the screen. That would be me, unless I'm instructing you to do so. But there's certain things that you know that your body's just not ready for. I hope that you will just kind of honor that and stick to what's going to make you feel good, what's going to make you feel confident. So we're going for another set. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that position. We're going to lift one leg up, lower, rock forward, rock back, alternate to the other leg, rock forward, rock back. So that's your preview. You're welcome. I know you're super excited. All right, draw the shoulders down first. Walk out those feet. Just going to lift one leg and lower. Rock forward, rock back. Lift the other leg, lower, rock forward, rock back. Lift, lower, rock forward, rock back. Lift, lower, rock forward, rock back, and come on down. That one got me sweating. Woo. Okay, let's go for that stretch one more time. And then lower down. All right, while we're here, let's go ahead and knock out some Superman. Love me some Superman. Henry Cavill, hello please, yes and thank you. That's what I'm gonna think about while I'm doing these, so you figure out what's gonna motivate you. All right, I want you to cross your arms. Now I don't want you looking at the camera, so I just want you to really listen to the sound of my voice. Okay, so cross your arms, place your head on top of your hands. Unless you've been doing Superman on the regular, then you can elect to just go straight into your arm extensions, okay? So, arms across looking down. Draw the belly up away from the mat or the floor that you're at. And relax. Again, now draw the belly up, press the pelvis into the floor, squeeze the glute, and when you do, it wants to launch those legs up. So I do want them to lift just slightly. And lower. Stay looking down at the floor, draw the belly up, press the hips down, squeeze the glute, float the legs. Here it's not about height, okay? Just think more like lengthening out of that hip socket. And lower the legs down. Draw the belly in, press the pelvis down, squeeze the glute, float the legs. Start pedaling those legs, splashing them in the imaginary water. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down and catch your breath. All right. We're going to add in the arms. If that feels good to you and it feels intense enough because everybody's back is different, I want you to go ahead and stay there. Otherwise, we're going to add on. So, lengthen the arms overhead. Draw the belly in. Press the pelvis down. Squeeze the glute. Float the legs. Then float the arms. And then sweep the arms back to your hips with your palms facing in. Holding here, still looking down at the floor, still drawing that belly in. Then float the arms out to the letter T. I'm too close to the wall. Then take them all the way overhead, and then lower all the way down. We're going to do 2 more of those. Draw the belly in, press the pelvis, squeeze the glute, lift the legs, lift the arms. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, float the arms all the way back towards the hips. Keep drawing those shoulders down, drawing that belly in. Then float the arms out to the letter T. Then all the way out overhead, and then slowly lower down. Here we go. Last one. Let's make it a good one. Belly in, legs up, arms up. From here, just start splashing both the arms and the legs. So we're just pedaling them both. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down and catch your breath. Bring your hands next to your bra line. Draw your navel into your spine. And then slowly lean back into child's pose, stretching that out. onto all fours for another cat-cow. Round that spine and release. And round that spine and release. One more, round it up and release. All right, we're gonna do some side lying work, working those outer thighs. So we did the abs already. We did a little bit of arms with our planks. We definitely did our back side. Let's kick into a little more side body here. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a hot mess. My earrings just keep falling out of my ears. If you're wondering what I'm twiddling with over here. All right. Again, got to show you your options. Our options are going to be like, listen, I can only concentrate on my legs. And then like your upper body's just like, bleh, right? This is definitely option number one. Or you can rest your head into your hands. Or if you want to intensify a little more, incorporate that upper body, you're going to lift up out of that shoulder and keep it here. So if you find that during the series this is what starts to happen, then go ahead and just come back down and rest your head into your arms, because I really want you to focus on your legs, okay? All right, so find that space for you. The easiest version of your side lying series is going to be with your legs catty corner. Once again, just like we did before at the front of that mat. More intermediate version is your legs extended all the way out, okay? It is 1.5, so this is how I'm going to show it. Draw that belly in, okay? And we're going to lift the leg up. Now imagine that there's that 50-pound weight that's hanging out on that outer thigh, okay? That's how much resistance I want you to create when you lift the leg up. Not just kind of like throw it up, but like really imagine that there's a weight there and you're resisting against it. Hold here, flex, and point, lower down. Rise it up slowly and squeeze that outer thigh, that glute, flex, and point, and lower down. Rise it up, squeeze, point. This is 4, we're going to 8, flex, and point. Halfway there, squeeze, flex, and point. Lift and squeeze, flex. 2 more. Last one, and then we're going to hold it up, so take it all the way up. Keep drawing the belly in. Find that balance. Keep those hips facing forward. Flex and point. Now here, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend the knee. Point the toe down towards the other knee. Draw the knee in towards the chest. Extend, flex, and lower down. Trace the inside of the leg, a little double peg, and extend, flex, and lower down. So this part is slow. Really squeeze that calf, push that big toe down the inside of the leg. There's my words. Flex, and down. Trace, trace, trace. Now this butt cheek over here, the one that's sitting on top of the mat, should be squeezing really hard as well. It should be activated. There's no part of that lower body that isn't engaged. That means this quad is also working. Extend, flex. 2 more. Trace, trace, trace. Extend, flex. Last one. You know we're going to do some pulsing. Trace, trace, trace. Extend. Now pulse the leg. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the oblique. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Roll it out. Rub it out. Whatever's going to make it feel better. Let's do some inner thigh. Your inner thigh options are your leg crossed in front, okay, or your leg crossed in back. We're going to lead with the heel, if you can. If it creates any discomfort through your hips, then just stick to regular parallel leg. But ideally, when the heel floats it towards the ceiling, it gets a little bit deeper up that inner thigh, that really hard to reach part, okay? So lift and lower, lift and squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it up, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Bring both legs together, catch your breath. And it's so much fun. We're going to do the other side. All right. right, here we go. Fire off both legs. Draw that belly button in first. Lengthen that leg up and lower. Lift, flex and plank, and lower. Lift. Lift and squeeze. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Hold it up, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring it down. Trace, 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 trace. Really squeeze this calf here. Extend all the way up. Flex and lower down. Keep drawing that belly in. Trace, trace, trace. Squeeze both glutes. Extend as high as you can get it. I'm crazy flexible, so I don't expect yours to look like this at home. If it does, props to you. 3. Still squeezing that calf, squeezing the other calf. Draw that knee in. Fire off that oblique. Extend, flex. Got a little Rice Krispie treat there for you. Snap, crackle, and pop. Flex. Lower down. Draw it in, draw it in, draw it in. 3 more. Flex. 2 more. Extend, flex, and lower. Make sure you're also squeezing those inner thighs when you bring them together. That constant engagement, maximizing the movement. Hold it here. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and done. Just carving out the glutes. All right. We're going for inner thigh. Again, cross front or cross back, up to you. But definitely pull the belly in. Leading with the heel if you can, lifting up and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, roll onto your backs. Let's stretch that out a little bit. Cross that right ankle over that left knee. Square off those hips and draw the legs in towards your chest. Rock it side to side. Place that foot down. Extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Just get a little stretch here in that hamstring. Flexing and pointing. You can rotate your ankles if it needs it. Then draw the knee in towards your chest. Float that knee out to the side of the body just to stretch out that inner thigh a little bit that you just worked. And bring that leg down. Let's switch sides. Float the opposite ankle to the knee. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock it side to side if that feels good to you. It does to me. That's why I like to give that option. All right, place that knee down. Lengthen that leg all the way towards the ceiling. Flex and point. Stretching out that hamstring. Then draw that knee in towards your chest, slightly float it out to the side. Getting a little deeper through the hamstring, through the inner thigh. And then draw both knees into your chest. Slowly roll up, take your time. Lengthen those legs back out, straighten that spine, reach for the ceiling, draw the belly in as you fold over. Reach for those toes, flex them back towards you. Draw the shoulders down, melt the chest down towards the knees. From here, look to the left, look to the right. And then restack that spine. Draw the palms of the feet together. Draw the heels in towards your pelvis. One more time, let's fold over. Stretching out those inner thighs a little bit more and that lower back. And draw it all back in. We got one final stretch. Going for that straddle stretch just because, well, one, it feels good, and two, we did a lot of side body work. So I want you to take it all the way up and over and really lengthen that arm to the opposite wall. And bring it back to center. Take it over to the other side. And center, and then walk yourself all the way down. Draw those shoulders down. Restack that spine one final time. Draw the legs in. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. You guys are all done. Great job, guys. And I'll see you guys in the studio soon or live on the camera.